film, because it was being shot so extensively abroad in London, it gave me opportunity to work in the system which is popularly known as the Hollywood system of working. And we all are always very fascinated listening to the stories about how Hollywood functions and how professionally they work and how meticulously they plan. So I wanted to try out and feel the difference actually. So in that sense it was a big experiment, and I must say that they have certain great things in that system. The way they plan is really well, and of course it's not that we don't plan. Nowadays in Bombay I know so many units who function exactly in a similar situation, a similar system, and they work as professionally as anywhere else in the world.
I think the big difference, apart from some of the differences with the crew, which are different, but there may be just things for us in the film business. The big difference is sometimes, I think, for Europeans, is the level of heat and general chaos that exists in India. But actually, once you get used to it, once you give it over to it, once you stop trying to control things and go with them, it becomes not so much of a problem.
Oh, it's been a fantastic experience. We've done about 20 days. I've done about 20 days. It's my last day using the yacht, which has been proposing in the middle of this glorious day in London. It's been great working with Akshay and Katrina. Yeah, it's unlike anything I've ever done before.
Katrina is a nice girl. Akshay is a very good professional, and I hope they get something out of the film as well. It's very good. And the English cast were also they were very good.
Everyone, the crew is so fabulous, and it's been wonderful because we've had English cast and people from India, and you've had different crew members from all different parts of London and Bombay, and it's been a great amalgamation, I think, of talent. And for me, being also half and half, I think it's been a great venture to embark on.
Okay, you go in here.
Yeah, come here. Just see the position here.
Half speed, slowly, and hold it.
Everybody.
Okay, are you ready? We're done.
I got an audition. The audition came through my agent, and it's always something I like to try different things. And when they said it's a Bollywood film, I thought that's great. Something I'd love to do.
Well, I've been asked to say a little bit about what it's like as a British actor, a very experienced British actor of 56 years in the business, to suddenly find myself in a Bollywood film. Because we've all seen excerpts from them, we've all heard about it, and of course this is rather exciting.
6 British actors because there were 6 British characters. It was nothing more than that. There are some characters which are supposed to be played by British actors, and that's why they were cast. Pakistani actor because I have a Pakistani family in the film, which is playing an important part in the narration. And I thought if I can get Javed Sheikh, who is a very popular actor in Pakistan, it will be a nice representation of their social life, the way people Pakistanis live in London. His son is played by Upen Patel, who is not a Pakistani, who is not an Indian as well. I don't know where he belongs to, but it's a big confusion. But Upen is playing his son, and so Javed ji was cast because it was a Pakistani father.
I think in acting styles there is a big difference between what happens here in Hindi movies, I think, what you would call them, and European movies. Partly because I think the romantic tradition and the song tradition means that it's a much broader style. It's a much more expansive style.
I am a vegetarian and I don't serve non-veg in my unit. and that obviously was a big trouble for the British crew. But they do have caterers who serve great vegetarian food, and my actors, particularly Upen and Akshay, they were very fond of Gujarati food, so they used to demand that Gujarati food should be served, since London has a very strong Gujarati community and all that. So and Britishers didn't appreciate Gujarati food too much. They found it too sweet and too oily and too spicy. But eventually we put the system on. We had a caterer who served food for almost everybody's taste.
Very funny for the English crew to confront all vegetarian food. I think it was very good for them, actually. They lost a lot of weight, they were healthier. The only problem about vegetarian food for anyone's, even Indians who've never traveled to the Punjab, is it's very, very filling. And it has butter in everything. So if you go to the Punjab, be careful to order your rotis without butter. That's all I can say.